Good morning, everybody. It's May 31st, 2023 at 7:38 in the morning. Um, I am currently camping, off grid, working on getting my solar panels fully mounted. I'm doing a racking system to where they come out and make a dish. That way, all the sun is caught within the dish, and then the ones that are on the roof at nighttime will come up and be a backdrop because there's no sun at night. That way, when I'm giving live performances and DJing, I have a backdrop for wind. Anyway, all that aside, I am noticing that, and you guys can say or think whatever you want. That's fine. I won't even know what you say or think. So, by all means, you guys are writing the story. So, but because I've been in this area long enough and I talk, because I refuse to enable people to keep lying to themselves, I've started getting a following. And this time, the following happens to be truckers. Because where I have chosen to get my social interaction has been at a cafe that happens to collect a lot of truckers. And I'm seeing progressively the truckers are agreeing with me 100%. And I've had over the last week, I've had truckers that have heard of me that have deliberately come to this cafe to speak with me. Well, I'm honored, but that's also a concern. Think about it. If we have over CB or cell phone or whatever, we have truckers that are talking about me and agreeing with me and wanting to meet with me and speak with me because I'm telling them the truth. I'm telling them dates and everything. Because I love them unconditionally, undeservingly, because I love myself the same way. So I want to wake everybody up. Now stop and think about it. Over the last couple months, in the beginning of this documentary also, what is the very first things I point out in the documentary? I say, you have to learn how to listen. That if you do not hear every single word I say in your brain, and instead you're hearing your thoughts, then you are not listening to me and I can't help you. Makes logical sense, right? That's why you don't argue with someone who's upset. Now stop and think of your God. Your God's word is what it is. And if anybody changes one single word of what your God says, they create a lie. Nobody can even argue with that. You can justify creating a lie about your God all you want to try to help other people understand your version of your God. But the truth is, the only word of God, your God, has to be spoken exactly how your God spoke it. That's why it's so important in my videos. And I'm not saying I'm your God. I'm just one with your God. And I know what my purpose is. Like I say, I know exactly how the story goes because it's already been written and you guys wrote it. I mean, look back in the documentary. I knew this was going to happen before the police ever even remotely showed up, before my family did the illegal forced mental health assessment on me. I knew what was going to happen. I have shown you guys through my thermal binocular my soul leaving my body and re-entering. I have shown you guys through watching the lines that I can see through your eyes and tell you something nobody else in the world had ever done before. I've also proven to you that I can find all lies. I've also proven to you that I can predict the future because I know what's coming. The pyramids. I have done everything to my sacrifice because I have unconditional, undeserving love for myself, which requires me to give it to you. But yet, you guys still don't want to listen because of your fear or your guilt. I guarantee you, by now, my family has got to be feeling a tremendous amount of guilt, and I don't want that. You know, not a single one of you has even apologized to me, even when I've called you out on it. Not a single one of you has said, wow, we handled that so poorly, we should have just talked to you. Your own guilt is lying to you. You're living a lie when you don't realize I still love you. I still want to protect you. Ashley Strobel, I know you were going to do this stuff. Why do you think when you were destroying my business, all I did was give you more love? Why do you think I was all ready to marry you when you got here? But at the same time, I recorded every single thing when you got here because I knew what you were going to do. I'm not a musician. I'm not somebody to be worshipped. By all means, don't worship anybody except the God within you. That is my only goal. Notice, I won't accept any advertisement. I told you in the beginning, I do not want a single thing from any of you. All I want you to do is love yourself unconditionally, undeservingly, because I know then you'll love everybody else the same way, and we can create heaven on earth. I've shown you that there's pyramids under pyramids under pyramids. On Netflix, look it up, Ancient Archaeology. Take the time and watch it. You won't listen to the truth from me. At least you'll listen to Hollywood, maybe. Because your Bibles have been rewritten and rewritten and rewritten, and every single time more and more lies are created. If you don't hear exactly the words that your God spoke, then you are listening to lies. It's simple. It's really simple. Now stop and think about heaven on earth, what you think heaven, that you'll see all your loved ones and this and that and this and that because they'll be in heaven. It's true. Hands down, it's true. Now, you're not going to want to believe this because some other human being that's not conscious told you this. But I know that you're going to see these people again. I know I won't see my mother again because she chose to end her own life. She chose to cease to exist when she decided to go off dialysis. Plain and simple. But now stop and think the journey that I'm on, and I don't have a God complex or anything. But it makes me think Jesus was born by, the Virgin Mary. So I question, is that why my mom had to choose to cease to exist? Is because I can't have a mother trying to counsel me. I can't have a father or my children or a crazy ex-attorney try to counsel me, or the police, or the attorney general, or the governor, or the mayor, or any of them trying to counsel me. Therefore, you guys destroyed my life and made me disappear. Now think of the positive. You guys made me a ghost. That way, I can say all the truth and give unconditional, undeserving love to the entire world, all by amazing YouTube. And YouTube, my brothers and sisters, thank you so much for not shutting me down yet. I will not break any laws. I will not do anything to promote harm. I swear to you, I will not try to get people to riot. I will not try to get people to act out. If anything, I'm going to try to do the exact opposite. I am headed to Skid Row, hell on earth, to give them unconditional, undeserving love, because nobody else in the universe right now is doing that for them. There's a church there that I'm going to first, and I'm going to submit to them, and I'm going to tell them my plan. And I'm hoping they don't feel I'm mentally ill. I'm hoping, like the truckers, they will be able to realize who I am. And realize, if I only accept the positive, and I'm only willing to give unconditional, undeserving love to everybody, then there's no way possible I'm mentally ill. Think about it. That's common sense. Mentally ill, you have to be doing something bad, something negative. You can think, well, I'm doing negative towards myself. How dare you feel you have the right to judge me? You have botched your entire existence up to this point. You have judged, even though everything in the existence tells you you don't have the right to judge, but you do it constantly every single day. And you feel you have more enlightenment, that you're closer to your God than I am. Well, the truth is, you don't know squat. And the reason why, now look closely. I love that one. It catches people all the time. The reason why I can flip the bird, the reason why I can use curse words, the reason why I can chew if I still want to, is because I love myself. And I know words and names are human given. Someone who's not conscious is the one who taught you it's bad. That's why I don't remember names at all. Don't even care to. Most of the time I tell people I don't even want to know their name, because it's not them. When I look them in the eyes, when I see their face, when I feel their vibrations, I will never forget them. You know why? Because this is why we have to go through this life experience, is to learn all the vibrations and to make a choice. Make a decision. Do you want to be one with your God, in his mirror image, in her, in its, whatever you want to call it? Or do you want to stay a prisoner of your own guilt, a prisoner of your fear, a prisoner of feeling sorry for yourself? The only reason why all of you haven't, especially the police officers, by now you know you guys screwed up tremendously. The only reason why you have not turned in your gun and your badge and sold off everything and came and joined me is because of your fear and your guilt. So, has the quality of your life improved since you abandoned me and forsaken me? No, it hasn't increased. It hasn't gotten better. It's gotten worse. Not by my choice. I want you to have the happiest existence you could ever have in the world. But please, people, please, I beg you, take today, and no matter what, anything that frustrates you, anything negative that you think, anything that's cast upon you, please, please, please stop for 1 millisecond and try to find anything positive. You smash your car, you get in a car accident. The positive thing is it's reminding you to slow down. The positive thing is you didn't die. The positive thing is you probably didn't kill anybody. Find the positive in everything because the negative doesn't exist. The negative is all a lie. The only truths in this world are between you and your God. Everything else is a lie. If you are not thinking with your heart, in other words, one with your God, and you're not thinking like your God, and you're lying. And as a society, we've gotten so comfortable and so caught up in the lies that we forgot that this all really is a lie. There's a book called Creature of Jekyll Island. I believe the author's name, Anthony Griffith. You want to know how asleep you are? Read that. It's not conspiracy theory. No more than this on my hand is conspiracy theory. No more than it on the money is a conspiracy theory. Yesterday and the day before, my heart was hurting because that 10% of my brain, the physical side, was having a hard time. For some reason, last 2 days I've been the most tired I've been damn near my entire life. And for me, because I love my body and I love myself, I've been thinking, okay, well, maybe there is something physically wrong with me. Maybe my body is getting ready to shut down. And I'm at peace with that if that's the case. But I know that's not the case. I know the reason why I've been so tired is because I've allowed myself to think of my family. I've allowed myself to think of all the hurt in the world, not towards me, towards everybody else. In the last couple days, I have been thinking about my children, about their future, about how in the world are they going to be able to justify in their mind what they did to me and said to me and turn their back on me when I needed them the most? Or my father, a person who I thought was a saint, a person who, not long before I started this documentary, said that he thought I was one of the best people on earth. But all because I spoke your guys' truths, and you know they're the truths, but yet I only used your first name. Therefore, you guys are the only people in the world that know who I'm talking about. Nobody else can prove it. Your own guilt from your own lies and the negative that you have cast upon this world is what made you turn against me and made you find me to be what you'd consider mentally ill. Now ask yourself, what does Jesus Christ look like? When does he come? What does he say? What does he do? Does he have tattoos? Any of it? When he comes, will society view him as mentally ill? That he has grandiose delusions? That he is overly empathetic? That's for you, Dana. You guys, I love every single one of you, but you have to wake up. Other people are waking up exponentially. I know they are. And that is because I've said before, time does not exist. But at the rate that I'm meeting people who are waking up, that is the best indicator for me on how much time we have. I know the dates. I told you guys the dates. But you don't want to listen, even though some of them have come and gone, and I was true. I predicted in the very beginning things that have come true. Nancy, I told you I knew the police were going to be at my house. And you said, Why in the world would the police be at your house? Oh, the police are not going to come to your house. You've done nothing wrong. And then you frickin' sent them. You were so asleep that you did not realize that when I said, I know how the story goes because it's already been written and you guys are writing it, you were not even awake enough to realize that you made my story come true. Please, people, wake the hell up, or you are going to be stuck there. I'll say it again. August 2nd of this year or next year, I don't know for sure yet. I don't need to know because honestly, you guys are deciding how quickly. I know that what you would refer to as Satan wakes up. I know that December 24th of 2024, the gates are closing. And your time to make your decision is over. Now, if I was you sitting back watching this on, YouTube, I'd be shitting my pants. I would be calling into work, taking a couple days off, just so that I could binge watch my videos and watch every ounce of them so that you can make sure you're not missing anything versus the average, 5.7 minutes per video, considering most of my videos are over an hour. You guys are only listening to what you're wanting to listen to. You're listening to find the negative, not the positive. And that's okay. I don't judge you. You have the right. If you want to perpetually stay in what the world wants to call hell, that saddens me terribly, but that's your right. You have one choice left in this world. And that choice is, do you want to be one with your God? Or do you want to keep living your hell on earth? Those of you who think you're happy, scares me even more for you because you're least likely to wake up. Because you're living this artificial happiness that you've gained from your material wealth or you've gained from this artificial relationship. The only relationship that is forever is between you and your God, you and your energy source, you and your universe, you and whatever you want to call it. And I reassure you, I want absolutely nothing in this world from you other than for you to love yourself. Now stop and think about the momentum of this freight train, this locomotive. Because this locomotive now has become a ghost. I appear when I want to. I disappear when I need to. All I'm doing is giving unconditional, undeserving love. Giving away all of my, what you guys considered valued possessions. To me, I consider boat anchors. As soon as I don't have a use for it anymore, police officer who's also a chaplain said, "Oh, why don't you sell all this on Craigslist?" I looked him straight in the face and I said, because I don't need the money. And when you sell something, you see the absolute worst in everybody. Furthermore, obviously I need to pay attention whenever I hear any sounds. After all, there are people wanting me dead. Why is that so hard for you guys to understand when you've seen the proof? Anyway, I just want to let you guys know that I will be in the near future choosing a different place to broadcast, because I know that I have to stay mobile. I know that the likelihood of me being alone the rest of my existence, well, I can't say the rest of my existence, maybe the rest of this physical life, there's a chance I'm going to have to be alone. But that's okay, because my physical heart goes to one person, and she thinks that I potentially would murder her if she gave away the God code. We all know that's not true. But I don't blame her. I love her. I accept that unless she learns to truly love herself and love everybody else, it's probably best if her and I never even speak again. Because all she will do is hurt me, and en route, that will hurt herself. And I don't want that for her. So, Ashley Strobel, I hope you're at peace. I hope things are getting better for you. I hope your eyes healed. Whoever that man is that did that to you, I'll get my opportunity. Someday, I know I will. And you guys might think, oh, unconditional, undeserving love, why would you do anything to someone who hurt her? Well, all along in the documentary, I've said the unforgivables are sexual abuse and physical abuse. I will give my life to protect anybody and to set right anybody who has been physically abused or sexually abused. Everything else, pull your frickin' panties up, people, and get over it. Quit feeling sorry for yourself. But sexual abuse and physical abuse, I will never forgive, because you are harming someone else and you have no right. You feel you're God. I don't feel I'm God. I'm just doing as my God and your God wants me to do. Times are changing, my friends. You better have that extra cup of coffee this morning and start paying attention to the videos. I will be out of Oregon here soon, and I bet you the weather starts changing to the worse. Who knows, I might be wrong. I love you guys. My health is okay. I'm content. I'm one. I don't feel sad. I don't feel anxious. I do feel this constant urge. Get going, get going, get going. And it's coming from my heart. And I believe what that is I know that if I stay stagnant and I don't work every ounce of energy I have every single day, that somebody in the world is not going to have the opportunity to wake up. And I will not carry that guilt. So I will work every single day until I have absolutely no energy left, because I don't feel sorry for myself. And the truth is, every bit of energy that we have isn't ours anyway. What do you think, you're your own generator? This is divine energy that you're carrying that comes to you from your God, that gives you the ability to do every single thing you do. When that divine energy leaves your body, it will instantly start to decompose, unless you're meditating and being centered and being one with your God, because then the divine energy, as you can see in the video when I'm meditating, preserves your body and allows you to re-enter. Most amazing thing that's ever been recorded in the world. First time ever in the world, a human soul leaving the body and re-entering the body out of unconditional, undeserving love. And nobody's even talking about it. Nobody's even sharing it. And it's not even going viral. Yeah, you guys are definitely asleep. Put down the melatonin. Quit drinking the NyQuil at night. Wake up. Your time is running out. I know where I'm going. Hands down, without a doubt. Somebody could walk up to me right now and put a gun to my head and say they're going to kill me if I don't shut up. Do you think I'm going to shut up? Or do you think I'm going to say, here we go, God. Let's get this party started, because I know as soon as I die, things are going to be extremely accelerated. And you won't have a choice anymore, because every ounce of my human side is sacrificing to the universe to give all of you a chance. Because the truth is, the universe has had eternity to see that none of you are worthy of being one with your God. But I am doing everything I can to prove one last time that this time it will work. It didn't work for Noah. It didn't work for Jesus Christ. It will work this time. Because this time, Jesus Christ can't be crucified the way you want to do it. Because the word of your God is coming from a ghost that can't be stopped. And it took modern technology to get us to this point. Have a blessed day, and please, whatever you do, find the positive and refuse to accept the negative.